Welcome. This is another episode of Check Out California 3 by 10. Today, my very special guest and good friend is Larry Broughton of Broughton Hotels, founder, creator, and never gets enough credit for being one of the founders of the boutique sector in the hotel business. Larry, welcome to 3 by 10.
Oh, you are too kind to me.
Good to see you,
Thanks,
my friend.
you too. Good.
Why don't you give our audience a little bit of your background, and then we'll jump into some questions.
A little bit of my background.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, I'm a schizophrenic entrepreneur. Beyond that, oh, I don't know. I was raised in rural New York in this very kind of Mayberry RFD-like town, and for a variety of reasons, I wanted to get as far away from there as possible. So I went on the run. Was in the military for a bunch of years, and found myself in San Francisco after being in the military and traveling around the world. My first job was as a night auditor in a little no-tell motel in San Francisco. And after being there for a few months, that became the first hotel of what became Joie de Vivre Hotels. And so I spent about 14 years there with a partner in the company, and met my wife there, my then wife. And, you know, it got to be the late 90s, and I was just really running too hard. We were both very burned out, and so we decided to step down and moved to Southern California. Yep. Very good. Yeah.
So that'll lead us right into, why did you create Broughton Hotels?
Oh, gosh. Why did I start Broughton Hotels? You know, it reminds me of, do you remember An Officer and a Gentleman?
Yes, I do.
Is it okay if we kind of just we riff like this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, what did the guy say? There's no one else. What did he say? I got no place else to go. That's why I started. No one else would have me. I realized I was an entrepreneur and I was unemployable. So I started my own
company.
I started my own thing. No. That's
not true.
That's partly no. It is.
It's partly.
It's partly true, but Craig, I've always been a student of business. Even when I was a terrible student, I was a student of business. Like, what are people doing right? What are they doing wrong? And how can they improve?
True.
And so being part of Joie de Vivre was a great experience. There were some things that we were doing really well. There were things I felt like we were not doing so well. And the same thing with a lot of other hotel companies. And so when I decided I wanted to jump back into the hotel industry 17 years ago, I said, I want to make this a place where our team members are absolutely engaged, where we truly are serving our clients and not just serving Larry's interest. And I just felt like we could do things better than other people. And I think that's the classic thing with a lot of entrepreneurs is I can do it better than they're doing it.
Right.
Why? If they can do it, I can do it. And so that's the reason. And I really felt like the boutique space in particular was a place of growth. And obviously in the last, you know, it's been around for 30 some years at this point, but really in the last 15 years, the boutique and lifestyle space is really the place to be in the hotel industry. And it's just fun. It's exciting. And it was an opportunity for me to create a lifestyle for myself and for my family that I enjoyed and have some freedom, not working for someone else, but also to create a work environment where, for the most part, it's a positive, upbeat place to be. But, you know, we're in the business arena, and there are always challenges. There are ups and downs in the cycle, and I wanted to create a place where we put, this sounds so corny nowadays, but where we could lead people, put people first, and I don't know, have the resources and tools to help people.
And that's been a benchmark of your company.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can attest that. There's a phenomenal team here, and that brings me to my next question. Tell us about Broughton Hotels team and what separates you from the other third-party management companies out there.
So yes, we are primarily a third-party management company. We do have ownership interest in some hotels. Our goal really is to have about a third of our portfolio where we will be the owners in. But well, one of the things that separates us from most, not all, but absolutely most, a lion's share, is that every one of the team members here at our home office that's in a director level, department head role started out as a property level person.
They've gone through it now.
Yeah, and that includes Robert, our CFO, and me as the CEO. We're not real estate attorneys, we're not real estate jockeys, we're not CPAs who said, hey, let's go into the hotel industry. We worked our way up through the industry And so because of that, we bring a pretty unique perspective
Yeah.
to operating a hotel. We know how it's supposed to be done, and
Right.
we know the burden and the pain that it can be for our team members.
Yeah.
We try not to call them employees. We try to call them team
Team
members,
members,
which I think
yeah.
is important because words
Yeah.
do have meaning, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team.
Exactly.
And if I call you an employee, Craig, you're going to show up like an employee, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that separates us as well. And we really do try to spend a lot of time professionally developing our team members. What we have learned through the Gallup organization State of the American Workforce Survey is that 67% of the American workforce is disengaged or actively disengaged.
Yeah.
And when you peel back the layers of that, you realize they say it's because they're not being professionally developed.
Right.
And so all of our supervisors, leaders, managers in the organization, we have them take the Strength Finders and the Colby A Index assessment so that we can make sure that they're working in their strengths. That's so powerful. When people feel like they're doing things that they're good at, they feel better about themselves. When they feel better about themselves, they actually perform better. Right? And so we do that. And the interesting thing is because of that, our team member job satisfaction is about 6.5 points higher than the industry average.
Wow.
Our team member turnover is about 50% of the industry average, and our guest satisfaction scores are about 1.5 points higher than the industry average. So all of that makes for a more productive, more profitably viable business than our competitors.
Well, that's and that is truly unique about Broughton. In all of my travels, I get to go in and out of different companies and I see different things. But your company. And I use this in the radio show, and I use it in every one of these shows. It's in our DNA, and it comes through with the guests. Now, being Irish, I can never tell a short story, and we're supposed to do this in 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to press you on this last one.
Okay.
And what motivates you? What gets your juices going? What gets you just out there running on all 8 cylinders?
Well, motivation is a funny thing. Motivation depends day to day, right?
Yeah.
They say that motivation doesn't last.
Right.
It's like bathing. You got to do it every day, right? Yeah. So what I try to do, let me answer it in a different way. What inspires me is the pursuit of excellence. What inspires me is every day moving closer to my fullest potential. What inspires me is to develop a corporate culture where our team members move closer to their fullest potential, and that all of our projects, we move them closer to their fullest potential. I mean, think about that. If every day you felt like you were a better version of yourself than the day before, wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah,
and all of your team members as well. So really, it's the pursuit of excellence is what the Greeks call arete that really inspires me every day.
Very good.
How's that?
Thank you, my friend. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed this show. Do me a favor, like it, share it, ring the bell. If you've got anybody in the California market in the hotel industry that you think should be on the show, put it into the notes below, or you can contact me at info@cliconference.com. And Larry is also one of the founding sponsors. As a matter of fact, he's the first person I talked to when I was going to launch the California Lodging Investment Conference. So you get a chance to meet Larry on March 7th. Okay? Thank you all. Goodbye.